So, hi, sir.
Yes, hi, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, thank you so much for asking me. I am good. And how about you?
Yeah, I'm doing well as well. Thanks for asking me too. How's your day going so far?
Yeah, I am today. I'm over the moon. You can't believe, sir, because I have been waiting for this. I have been waiting for this time. When I will meet with you, when I would meet with you. But finally, now I am talking to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Same here.
Okay, sir. So actually, you are a very popular on YouTube. So, but we
Not really. I'm not popular at all. I'm trying to help others. Mhm.
everybody those are who are passionate about who want to learn this language. They are all the learners. They are following your channel, so they can improve their communication skill. So that's why. So
Okay.
yeah. So sir, please give your introduction for my viewers. They know very well,
Yeah, for
but
sure. Exactly. So, as you know, my name is Ashutosh Dwivedi, and I am from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. About my education, I have pursued my degree in commerce. That was BCom Honors Accounting from Banaras Hindu University. Now I'm pursuing my master's, that is Masters of Arts in English Literature. So that's all about me. Apart from this, you know very well that I'm running a YouTube channel, as you already mentioned, which is based on spoken English conversations. So that's all about me. Thank you so much.
yeah, sir, you speak us so well. No, I don't know when I would like speak with when I am able to speak like you.
Yeah, of
Actually,
course you'll be able to speak. It depends on practice and consistency. I'm sure you can speak better than me. It is all about the efforts and practice, right? So if you will do more and more practice, for sure you are going to be better than me. So it is all about your practice. So yeah, now you can introduce yourself. Like it would be good to know about you.
my name is Rimpi Chakravarti. I live in West Bengal, and why I'm in this profession. Actually, I'm too much eager to learn this language since my childhood. So that's why, because
Mhm.
just I completed my study from Bengali medium, so that's why I didn't get the chance to communicate with anyone who speak. And that apart from these, I have some goals also. And nowadays, English is a very important. So in order to fulfill my dream, I'm learning it.
Oh, that's great to know about you. All the best for your English speaking journey. That's what I'll say.
Okay. So, sir, I have some question. May I ask you, sir?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. My first question is you have a set a benchmark for this all the learners. No, they can follow you, and they are really eager. They are learning so many things from you. Okay. So, if you want to give any kind of tips, like me, if I talk about myself, then how can I fluent speaker? Which kind of tips should I follow? What kind of
Yeah, the
tips?
first thing, as you said, like you are from Bengali medium, right? So what
Yeah.
happens when you are from other medium, we don't practice a lot of things in English. Even though I was from Hindi medium, so I had no involvement in English. People, they talk in English, they will teach you in English. Everything happens in Hindi. Like in your side, it will be in Bengali. So what you will have to do first, you will have to consume the content in English, because there is no content in English. So if you will watch more and more videos, you will be able to get the content in your mind. And if it will be there in your mind, just when you will do practice, it will come out from your mouth. So the first, what I recommend people to listen as much as you can. That is a statement I think you heard, that a listener can be a good speaker. A good listener can be a good speaker. So if you are a good listener, for sure you are going to be a good speaker. So that's what you have to do. You will have to listen the content in English as much as you can. And second thing, I say watch. If you will watch the videos, you will be able to understand that how person is talking. Not only verbal speaking matter, skills matters. Non-verbal also, that how you are talking, how I'm just using my hands, like body posture, how I'm sitting. I'm trying to learn those things till now, because nobody is perfect and nobody can be perfect. So eye contact and how you are articulating yourself. how is your confidence on your face. These things, you when you will watch people, like I used to watch like uh, Priyanka Chopra, Sadhguru, Gaur Gopal Das, wonderful speakers are there. When they talk, they are marvelous. The way they
Yeah.
speak, that's really wonderful. So I learned a lot from them. So third thing I say, which is very important, talk as much as you can without practice. Even though if you're listening and watching, then if you're not talking and speaking with the people, you're not going to become a better speaker. It's there in your mind, you know how to talk, but if you're not doing that practice, you wouldn't be able to become a better speaker. So listen, watch, and talk as much as you can. So the first thing, you have to listen the content in English, so you will get the right pronunciation, the tone of English. Then you can watch videos where you can understand that how to present yourself with the confidence. And third thing, talk with the people, try to implement those things whatever you have learned by listening and watching. Then you can practice all those things by speaking to the people. So that is the thing like which I followed and I follow right now as well to become better. Apart from this also, I have done many activities. I used to speak in front of camera. I speak nowadays as well. And in the beginning, I used to record myself and I used to observe. And sometimes I used to practice in front of mirror. Nowadays, I don't do it, but in the beginning, I used to do that a lot. I would visualize that I'm a great speaker. I'm speaking in front of 1,000 people and I'm waving my hand. So I used to visualize those things as a great speaker. So those things are boosting your confidence. And I think you might know tongue twisters. So
Yes.
practicing tongue twisters also is really helpful for your fluency and pronunciation. So such kind of things I do a lot, and I used to do them when I had started my spoken English journey. So if you follow the same, for sure, it will help you in your journey.
You are too much passionate about it, and you did a lots of hard work. So nowadays the result is very clear. Sir, I am hearing you, I'm listening to you, and as well as I'm little bit nervous also. And
Oh,
honestly
I can
speaking,
understand. Yeah, feel free to talk. Yeah, don't
yes,
be nervous. Mhm.
yes, honestly speaking, sir, yesterday also when I got your number and I was when I tested you, that time I was my hand also started shivering. Okay, you can't believe it. And you know very well that I did already 7 sessions in clapping go, and I talked to so many tutor. Okay, but I never feel that kind of nervous. Okay, I talk to them very clearly and with a happy mood, very enthusiastic way. But nowadays, what is happening with me? And I'm seriously, I'm honestly speaking, I'm really nervous. And but
Yeah, don't
okay,
be nervous. Feel free to talk and be confident. Whatever you have the skills, try to use that. Because if you're going to speak to someone who is a good speaker, it doesn't mean that you will not be able to present yourself. So you will have to speak whatever you know. That's it. So yeah, I'm not here to judge you. I'm not going to tell you a lot of mistakes. Feel free to talk and ask anything, whatever you want. I'm here to help you with your spoken English journey.
yes, thank you. And then my second question is like, no, if you also know that you have watched so many videos, and when one learner who want to learn this language, at first, then in some videos they say no, vocabulary also most important. If you don't know vocabulary, then you can't be, you won't be able to speak in English. So that like those learner who are in really beginner level, so they started learn that at first vocabulary, or that they should start that like tenses and another things, which is most
So the
important.
first,
That
which is most important, it depends on a person to person. If I'll talk about myself, I had started my journey. I started speaking to strangers from the first day onwards because I was good in basic grammar and I was a good English student as a subject, but I was not good in English speaking. Okay. So it depends on a person. If he thinks that he doesn't know anything about the grammar, so he can go and he can learn all those things, like not that much deeply. At least he can go and try to check those things like tenses and normal things. Okay, he doesn't have to give a lot of time like what people do. They give like 1 or 2 years for grammar only, and they think like when they will become perfect in grammar, then only they will start speaking. That's not the right idea. What I'll say to them is spend like 15 or 30 days, try to check out all those things related to the basic grammar, and then focus on speaking practical thing. because I have seen a lot of people who have been learning grammar for like 5 years and 10 years, but till now they have a dream to speak better English. They're not able to speak because they don't do practice. It comes from practice. So
Yep.
another thing, what you said about the vocabulary. So
Yeah.
vocabulary also, it is very important for the conversation, because without vocabulary you can't express yourself. But there is a method. Some people, what they do, they take a dictionary and they will start learning 10 or 15 or 20 words every day. I don't
Yeah.
feel that all those 20 words you are going to use in your conversation at all. No, not at all. So what you will have to learn, do, you will have to learn practically by reading an article, by watching a live conversation or real conversation. Because the vocabulary which is written in dictionary, that is not all the vocabs which you are using in conversation. Because
Yeah.
daily use vocabulary is different from that. Okay, like we are talking right now, so we are not using all those vocabs which are written in
Yes.
dictionary. We are just talking generally, so using those vocabulary which are important. Okay, so in that thing, if he will watch the real conversation, he will be able to understand those communicational vocabulary which are important to talk. Okay, so that is the thing. So that's what I will recommend to learn practically. By watching a video, you can watch a story, and if you get a new word, try to write it down, and you will learn with the context also, that how and in which situation they are using. What mistake we do when we are reading from just dictionary, we don't think like where to use and how to use. No, only meaning and just only that vocabulary and meaning of that. Okay, so but if you watch with the video or if you read an article, you will understand that where to use and how to use that, in what situation they're using this word. It is very important to know. So I used to do the same. I had a notebook where I used to write 10 or 15 or 20 words, and from everybody, I was like, I have a lot of friends, I used to ask, please send me some vocabulary, please send me some important vocabulary. So they used to do so, but I understood after a certain period of time that method was not working for me. Then I started consuming more and more content. Practically, I started getting the vocab, and sometimes I used to watch the tutors also, like Lucy, Lingo Marina, Vanessa, whatever the vocabulary they were giving. I was trying to implement those things in my conversation. So that is the thing. So you can learn vocabulary; it is very important. But what you'll have to learn, you will have to learn practically, not just take the dictionary and start writing like 20 or 30 words. If you're writing 30 words every day but not able to speak even a single word with anyone, then it doesn't make any sense, what I feel.
Yes, actually, no, it happened. Those students who completed his study from Hindi medium, Bengali medium, and after that, they just we got the subject. We also completed we got the subject English subject, but we learn it as a subject. So we never focus
Mhm.
on our communication skill. But also when we are class 9, 10, that time also we learn so many grammar rules also. But after that, when we completed our study, and we realize that whatever we learn, like if I talk about the passive voice, and
Mhm.
what learn the way, like in our school, our teachers, that work is done by someone. But in if I talk about spoken, this kind of rules will this kind of rules will not help us. So and
Mhm.
even you also learn that the patient had died before the doctor came. So
Oh my God, difficult sentences. There you get proper time to make those sentences, but here you have to speak instantly. So you wouldn't get 2 or 3 minutes to think about it. Then patient had died before or after, whatever it is, the doctor came. So it is very confusing, and you have to speak within few seconds. But there
yeah.
in writing, you will get proper time to think about it. Then also we used to do a lot of mistake in those sentences because it was not easy to remember.
Actually, we got the sentences in our class.
Yeah, so डॉक्टर के आने से पहले मरीज मर चुका था, मर चुका होगा, like many sentences like that. So
But nobody use, if we talk about the general conversation, that time nobody use like that. So that's why we can't able to speak with anyone, and we face so many problems. And then after that, we completed our study, but just because of that, when we want to really know, we should learn this language. And after that, what happened? no, and we started watching some videos, English related content. But in when we started watching that content, and in those content, no, if you want to learn this language, you have to learn vocabs, you have to learn tenses, and they divided in so many parts. Even that one day I watch Alina memes. So
Mhm.
somebody asked that one question, that ma'am, if the person want to learn this, who wants to learn this language, then should they, how they learn this language? Because when we watch any kind of video, that in that those video they ask me, no, you should learn 10 vocabs, and after that tense, if you don't know that grammars, then you might face difficulties. So and that
Mhm.
time I replied him that how did we learn our native language? So
Mhm.
when we learned our native language, before learning our native language, did we learn anything like, no, this is a word, this is vocabs, no, this is tenses? Even that if I talk about our native language, we don't know anything. We don't have enough knowledge about grammar also.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly. We don't. Mhm.
but after that we can communicate very easily, so we don't face any kind of difficulty. But when it comes to speaking English, that time, like, no, so many process, so many methods you have to follow, otherwise you won't be able to speak. So
Yeah, that I think that boy asked this question when he was with Sandeep Maheshwari.
yes,
So then she said that you don't have to, like, make the part of English. You have to learn by, because practically how we learn our native language by listening to our parents and neighbors and from the environment. So of
yeah,
course, unfortunately, we don't get English environment, but we can create artificial environment. Whatever we should watch in English. That's how we can learn. So she said it right, that when you learnt Bengali without grammar, you just learned, because when you were 3 years old, you had no idea that what is grammar, right?
yeah,
So, but for the English, we are always confused, and this is only like most of the people, they have this question in their mind. Okay, if I'm not good in vocabulary, I wouldn't be able to speak. I'm not perfect in grammar. Oh no, nobody is perfect. So if you know the basic, and what I consider in our country, most of the people, they know these things basically कि past indefinite like क्या होता है, past continuous क्या होता है. So that's normally they know. You don't have to become an advanced grammar, like, person. Like, after that also you'll not be able to implement those things in speaking, because speaking is totally different. That is a
yeah,
skill. It will come only by speaking. When you will practically do it, when you will speak, then only. I learned Punjabi for 4 years. Okay, I was a student for Punjabi, like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Okay, so I was able to write it, and I was good in writing, but I'm not able to speak because there was no environment and I was not speaking. I was good in grammar and things. I was able to maintain and write sentences, but only why I was not able to speak? Reason, because I was not speaking to others. Same with
yeah,
English. Yeah, that's what. If you will practically speak with the people, you'll be able to become better. Otherwise, you'll be able to think only that you want to be a speaker. I don't really think so. You'll be able to speak. So try to speak as much as you can without caring about mistakes.
yes. And even though, no, and when we go somewhere, and when we try to communicate, when we try to speak with someone in English, and if we make a little mistake also, they started laughing at us that, oh, you
Hmm.
are speaking English and you are also making so many mistakes. So this kind of problem also we are facing. So but nowadays I realize that those people who laugh at us, that is their mentality. We should not think about too much people, that we should focus on ourselves.
Yeah, they
That's it.
want to pull you down. Some people, they want to pull you down, and some people, they are not able to do it. That's why they are laughing on you, because they can't speak even a single sentence in English. So that's why they think like if they will laugh at you, you will also leave that thing. But if you feel like you want to do better, try to help yourself, not listen others what they are saying about you. This is the critics. Of course, this is the part of success always. Like if you will not go through it, you will not get motivated. So when people laugh at you, you can get more motivation to work on yourself to become better in it. There are two ways to take pressure. First, you can leave that thing. Second thing, you can become better. Just, when people are laughing at you, you can prove them wrong, that I will be able to speak better in future.
Yes. And there is some people, what will you do nowadays? What will you are learning this language? So sometimes I face like no irritated that why will I
Yeah,
ask?
it's of course a lot of people they are gossiping and talking nothing without any reason. So it's better to become better in a skill if it is your passion, right? You're enjoying it. You're not doing any this for getting a job or something. It is your passion. You like it. You're interacting with the people from all around the country, and you enjoy doing it. So you're becoming better. It's better to do something like worth it rather than just talking or gossiping with the ladies and girls.
Might be you have started your communication skill journey 2.5 an hour ago, 2 3 years ago,
Yeah, 2020.
2020, and now see, you are a very good speaker, and the day is not far when you will be a motivational speaker.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
And
so much.
really so now nowadays when I watch like no your videos, and you are a very famous on YouTube, really, and I think you don't know, I mean you are your words suggest that how you are such a nice person, okay. And
Thank you.
so like what I'm trying to say, so like know that those so if you can do it, we are also human, so why we can't do it? If we
Of
focus on it,
course,
we can do it.
it is all about efforts only. You can do it. It's not a rocket science, it's a language. If you can speak Bengali, why not English, right? So
and
this
you
is the language. Mhm.
and you say one thing, no, that is really true, that speaking comes from speaking. And I also
Mhm.
realize no, if I focus on the listening and if I try to speak as much as, then definitely I will be able to speak. So sir,
Yeah, of
and
course, I see. Mhm.
if you have any question, then you can ask me.
Yeah, so how long it has been for you, like you have started your spoken English journey?
1.5 year.
1.5 years. That's great. So
Yeah,
that's what only I will recommend you. You can speak as much as you can. Mhm.
you can't believe, sir, that like no, if we talk about like earlier, I couldn't speak a single word of English, but nowadays at least I'm not that much fluent in English, but at least I communicate with anyone. I don't have that much hesitation, and if I don't think no, if I make mistake, then what will happen with me? I don't think like that. Just when I get the chance to speak with anyone, then I started speaking.
Yeah, that's great. Of course, something is better than nothing always. Now you're able to manage it and you're confident enough to be on camera. That's not a normal thing. It's very difficult for people to come on camera and talk with anybody. So you're doing it, so it's marvelous and it's wonderful. So keep doing it. That's what I will suggest you. And the second thing, always I say to the people that speaking comes from speaking. Until or unless you're not going to speak, you're not going to become a better speaker. This is my signature statement. I say always to the people that focus on speaking. Listening is important, reading is important, everything is important. But if you will not do that practice, you're not going to be a speaker because you want to be a speaker and you are not speaking, then how can you be a speaker?
Yes, yes.
So that is very important. I will suggest you do also whenever you get opportunities and chance with people to talk, then for sure don't miss it. Try to talk as much as you can. It will help you to become better because this is a process. You're not going to be a speaker in a single night that you will wake up early in the morning and you will speak English like a foreigner. It's not going to happen at all. You have to do practice hard and you have to speak every day to become better. Yeah. Okay.
So, and you have any other questions? Would you like to ask me any other question?
No, I don't have any other question. Only recommendation that you can do practice as much as you can. That will help you to become a wonderful speaker. And this
Definitely.
is
Yeah.
language, not rocket science. We are
Yes.
far, far better than the people who are able to speak only one language. We can speak two or three. Like you can speak Bengali, maybe a little bit Hindi and English as well. So you're able to speak three languages. You are far, far better than the people. Mhm.
As well as I am able to speak, I can speak Assamese also because I was born and
Oh,
raised up.
wow.
So fourth language I know.
Yeah, so you are far far better than them. So you shouldn't feel that you are less than them because they are able to speak only one. You're trying to learn fourth language. That's nice.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Pleasure mine. So it was really nice talking to you, and all the best. Keep practicing.
20
Thanks for
minutes all,
inviting me.
yeah, 24 minutes already has gone, and that I never thought that I was. You can't imagine, sir. I was really nervous. Then I don't know, and I was like thinking whole day night. No, what kind of question should I ask? Sir will ask me, how can will I manage the situation? I'm thinking like that we all day long, and finally I'm done. And just because you are like no, you are the person who encourage someone that no, if I do, then you can also do.
Yeah, for sure, of course. And yeah, of course, you have done well. You're able to do nice. You're confident enough to be on camera. So you're doing great. Keep doing it. Keep it up. Consistency matters a lot. If you'll be consistent, nobody's going to stop you from becoming a good speaker.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
thank you. Bye. Take care.
Really nice conversation, sir. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you so much.